This sacred place is under my protection.
Alright guys, welcome back to the most amazing gaming channel in the world. Been quite some time, but actually had someone request new WA. Now that most of the changes are done and there's not like a crazy amount of like changes, if you guys have any questions, feel free to write them on down. I'll try and actually start cranking out God videos now, but through the middle of the season when they're making drastic updates to items and everything every like 2 weeks, it makes it so hard to update and make so many videos that because in a month they're literally out of date. Like for example, if I was like, hey yo, get Soul Gem, it's super good, and then they change it and they're like, oh, it now does this, it's just like, okay, well that whole build just went to shit because that, so it's annoying. I apologize for not getting as many videos out, but now is the time for me to grind if that is the case. So anyways, first thing that you want to level up is your 3. This has just pretty good, spoiler alert, has pretty good clear, minion stun, increases that, but the big thing is just that damage, it scales pretty nice. The next one that I do at level 2 is update your 1, then I'll do my, depends, if I want for clear and I'm safe, I'm going to go into my 3. If I might need some peel, I'll go into my 2, but most of the time I'll go into my 3, then my 2, then ult, and then go ahead and max the 3. At level 8, it is odd. Yes, I get it that this upgrades, but it's only 75. It doesn't reduce the cooldown. It doesn't really do anything but the 75 damage. I would much rather have this because it helps so much more. So I'll then upgrade my 1, then my 3, and then, let's see, yep, and then I'll go into my 2. Sorry, that was a misdo. At level 8, don't do the 1, do the 2. Because then that gives you 2 clay soldiers, and that's the important thing. After that, you know, yes, it's nice, but then I do start maxing that. So I did mess up. I do apologize there, guys. I will adjust that in the description. We will want to go into the 2 at level 8, not the 1. But then at that point, go ahead, max the 1. Play it by ear though, because the ult, like if I'm like if they're barely getting away, I will max this twice real quick in 2 levels because that's an extra 150 damage. So just again, play it by ear. Otherwise, go ahead, then max the 2, and then max the ult. Come late game. Now the build itself, I like starting T2 Book. Book of Thoughts is so strong with her. Now. You want to rush this. Now, if you're getting like not out rotated, well, that can work too, but if you just keep getting walked down, you might have to go into Shoes of the Magi or Shoes of the Focus. It's really a personal preference because I do go Chronos as my next item. I don't really feel the need to have that much cooldown because Chronos is going to be a pretty solid amount. So I personally prefer Shoes of the Magi. Again, it's a certain play style. It depends on what you want. But ideally, you'd like to back and get Book of Thought, then go into the Shoes of the Magi, and then I like going Chronos Pendant. This will, I mean, you have your power and a little bit of pen for 2 items in. It's not bad. Chronos Pendant will then give you your cooldown, give you power, and help you just kind of, I don't want to say sustain because your Book of Thought will help with that. But I really, really like Chronos Pendant here. Then I will come and get... depending on how this ruling is going, I'll either go Soul Gem or Soul Reaver. I like Soul Gem because it gives you an extra 10% CDR, gives you some lifesteal, some power, and it's a pretty cheap item compared to the alternative. So Soul Gem. Whatever one I don't pick up, I pick up the other one as my 5th item, is Soul Reaver. And then the last one that I really, really enjoy is Rod of Tahuti. Now, I go for just complete huge burst on, you know, what are they? Your squishies. That's kind of how I play Nuwa. I don't find Nuwa to have like a ton of like, you know, like shred as far as like tanks go. I don't think that that's the way that, you know, that's just not how I play her. Because yes, you can do damage, but your 1's a pretty easily, you know, jukeable like 1. And even then, like, Spear of the Magus doesn't really work. You could try Spear of Deso, but that wouldn't be as beneficial. You could try Obsidian Shard, but, like, yes, this is on a low cooldown, but what do you really, like, I mean, yes, Obsidian Shard could be nice, but that's the only thing that would even really be remotely worth it. But in that case, again, I don't find Nuwa to really be like a tank shredder. Agni, on the other hand, or Anubis, he can shred tanks because you get Spear of the Magus and then they just die super, super quick. So that's what I kind of see as far as that goes. Tahuti just works so well with her ultimate as well because they do an additional 25% damage under 50% health. And typically that's when you ult with Nuwa, is when they're close. So I will do... Yeah, we're going to do Ra right here. And...
Let's not call it.
So he's at, what, 50%? So each one of those marks is 1. So we were sitting 1, 2, 3... Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... He's sitting about maybe 800. So we do that. You ult, and he's probably dead. Unfortunate. I forgot my soul gem was not procced, and Book of Thoth is not. So I'm gonna fully stack that real quick here, and then put everything back on cooldown. There it is. So you really want to try and the best way to play Nuwa is, and it took me a little bit to learn, is what you want to try and do is build your autos, and then stun them. Throw your 2, and then stun them again. That's going to be the best way that I have found to really like get her burst of damage as you... Oh. Well, typically you try and root, and then throw your minions on them, and then root again. Alright. Perfect. So we got the soul gem proc maxed on Thoth, because I was like, wow, that did no damage. So we're going to try this again here. Let's go ahead. We're just going to auto. Oh, he has only about 450, so that's unfortunate. But you can see 475, it hits a pretty decent amount. That's not with red buff. That's not with anything of that sort. So I find Nuwa to be a kind of a fun god for sure. She definitely isn't like as easy as all the others. You know, just due to what, you know, she's a different playstyle. I guess that's what I kind of had fun with. So we'll just do this one more time just to see, just on a full HP Ra, how much it does. 466 plus 25, and that wasn't with Soul Gem. So not too bad. Perfect. We got that. So what we're going to do, we're going to reset the cooldown one more time and then just see what it is. So 466. So again, not too bad. I think it, you know, it's a pretty good. If you can take down a third of their life with a global ultimate that can't be missed, you're doing a pretty good job. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And if you did like it, give it a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And then please let me know what you would think. Am I wrong in thinking Nuwa can't shred tanks? I guess she might, but this is a
Poggers.
well, I mean, that was fun. But if I am wrong, let me know. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, as always, have yourself an absolutely amazing life.